Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, housing pressures in China never seem to end. But firstly, in the US, there was some slightly disappointing data out of the Fed on industrial production and capacity utilisation, which both came in slightly lower than expected for February. However, on the positive front, the latest consumer sentiment survey came in better than expected. In China, house price inflation is spreading. Chinese new home prices, excluding subsidised housing, gained in February in 56 out of 70 cities tracked by the government, compared with 45 in January. Prices climbed in 67 out of 70 cities from a year earlier, compared with 66 in January. The giant southern city of Guangzhou has added more restrictions in another attempt to keep a lid on the problem that baffles regulators. More than half their first-tier cities now have some sort of buying and trading restrictions in place. Yet, a long-recommended introduction of a property tax, that is rates, is still off the agenda in China. Even in a one-party state ruled but from the top, fear of angry homeowners is one taken very seriously, and even though it is distorting their economy badly. China also has a problem controlling overcapacity in aluminium production. In Australia, they're looking at replacing their stamp duty system with a land tax. It would be politically difficult to deliver, but is regarded as good policy change. And staying in Australia, ANZ is getting out of trading in base metals, coal and iron ore and electricity, because of higher regulatory and capital costs. But it will continue to trade on its own account in precious metals, agricultural commodities and energy. In New York, the US Treasury 10-year yield ended last week at 2.5%, and the Australasian CDS spreads are now at their lowest level since November 2007. Oil prices are unchanged at just under $49 for the US benchmark, while the Brent benchmark is just under $52 a barrel. A greener energy mix has helped keep the energy-related carbon dioxide emissions flat in the world in 2016. That's new data from the IEA shows that. That is the third straight year that carbon dioxide emissions have not increased, and the second of actual, but tiny, reductions in carbon dioxide emissions. The gold price is up by $5 to $1,231 an ounce, and the New Zealand dollar will start today just a little higher at 70.1 US cents. On the cross rates, the Kiwi dollar is at 91.1 Aussie cents and against the euro 65.3 euro cents. The TWI will open at 75.2 in the middle of a tight range it's been in for the last 2 weeks. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.